I thank you for joining me. I'm going to be reading the Earth Class Notes, written by the 12th Apostle, entitled Colors. The following questions were given to the 12th Apostle by his beloved son. What about colors? What do they represent? Do they have meaning? And if they do, are they like numbers whose meanings remain the same? Or are they more subjective in their meaning like words? Why does God like gold and silver colors? And in turn, why does humanity diligently search for that which bears the colors of gold and silver? Was there significance within the colors Jesus wore just before his crucifixion of purple and scarlet? Did those colors have special representations? And the apostle answers. Many of the ancient cultures on altered earth worshiped the sun and special colors and light, but thought black represented bad and death. One reason many kept fires burning at night. Color has been and still is a vital part of the unlimited soul's perception. Now to the very important subject of color representations. Some colors are considered to be cold colors, such as lighter shades of blue, and hot colors, such as red. The mixtures of blue and red produces purple, that was considered to be a kingly color representing royalty in biblical times. And they, the Roman soldiers, clothed him, Jesus, with a purple robe, and platted a crown of thorns, and put it on his head, and began to salute him, Hail, King of the Jews. They smote him on the head with a reed, and did spit upon him, and bowing their knees worshipped him. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple robe from him, and put on his clothes, and led him out to crucify him. From the book of Mark and John. And they stripped him, and put on him a scarlet robe. And when they had platted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they mocked him. They took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. From the book of Matthew. The purple color was a symbol of rare royalty. Purple can be produced by mixing blue that represents truth and truthfulness with scarlet red that represents the sacrificial red blood offering of a sinless life for the sins of others. This was much more obvious with Jesus, as a bright red scarlet robe was placed upon him to absorb his bleeding wounds from the severe beatings the Roman soldiers had inflicted upon him that would have killed most men. After they had mocked him, they took the blood-soaked scarlet robe off him and put the purple robe on him, and mocked him more before they took that robe from him and put his own clothes back on him, and led him away to be crucified on a stone hill called the Place of the Skull, where young David had placed the head of the giant Goliath that he had killed many years before. The red-colored robe placed upon God's only beloved begotten Son, Jesus Christ, represents the last acceptable sacrifice forever, with the purple-colored robe representing who he is. That was the final fulfillment of the same colors of the veil in the wilderness temple as recorded in Exodus. I trust now that you see more importance in colors than you ever did before. Wonderful words from the 12th apostle and his beloved son. When I read over these notes, I remember how people would speak of others. They sure did show their true colors. May our true colors shine bright and please the Most High. Until next time.